Okay, so I have a scenario for you. What would you do if you are vacationing to a foreign country and your tour guide is making you really uncomfortable by their deep, prolonged eye contact and just overall closeness to your body? Are you going to think, like, maybe I should push them away? Maybe I should hold my purse so they don't try to steal it? Or are they going to kidnap me? Should I back away? What should I do? Right? So I think that to answer this question, it's so important to talk about proxemics. And proxemics is the study of how we use spaces to communicate. This term was coined by Edward T. Hall in 1966. And I think just having an overall understanding of proxemics will help us understand how we can use nonverbal communication in the sense of spaces between our bodies. And yeah, so to talk about this, I'm going to define it, of course, and explain to you the 4 proxemic categories and cultural differences between the two to hopefully answer this question for you. So to get started, the definition, again, is the study of how we use space when we communicate. And it's important to understand nonverbal spatial cues when interpreting social interactions. There's 4 categories of proxemics. There's intimate, personal, social, and public. So to get started, intimate is exactly how it sounds. It is skin to 18 inches distance from another person. So we're going to use this with, of course, our love interest, relationship partners, and just whispering is a common one. And then we get into personal, which is going to be 1.5 feet to 4 feet away. And this is used with close friends, families, loved ones. And then we get to social distance. That's going to be 4 to 12 feet away. And we usually use this when interacting with colleagues, acquaintances, less close friends. And then lastly, there's public distance. This is going to be 12 to 25 feet away. And we see this in like outdoor gatherings and public speaking events, things like that. So getting into cultural differences, there are contact cultures and non-contact cultures. It's super important to think about these when interpreting other people's spatial cues, because contact cultures, like in Latin America and Middle East and other places, is where they're more comfortable with that closeness. They're more comfortable touching more often. They keep that prolonged eye contact. They even speak louder too. And on the opposite end of the spectrum, non-contact cultures, that's going to be the United States, Japan, Great Britain, and we're just a lot more comfortable having that distance. We feel a little awkward when we're staring in each other's eyes for a long time, and we don't touch as much. You know, other cultures, they give a kiss goodbye to strangers, and we'd never consider doing that, right? So, just to restate, proxemics is a part of our daily life, whether we recognize it or not, speaking to anyone, communicating with anyone, and being able to understand like where they come from, their cultural differences, and how they're interpreting or how they're acting is very important to interpret like what kind of message they're trying to send, right? So it's super important to consider Edward Hall's findings when deciding your spatial nonverbal communication and interpreting others. So like with the tour guide who is making you feel uncomfortable, we definitely have to consider, are they from a contact culture where this is a norm for them and they don't know that they're making us uncomfortable? Or maybe they are just trying to steal your purse, you know, you don't know. But it's super important to consider these. And yeah, well, thank you. Bye.